What's up guys, TGA here. Today we're going to talk about reaching iLVL 700 in the fastest, most easiest way. We're going to look at a bunch of different varieties. They're going to range from the fastest to slowest, but also the hardest to the easiest. Only some of these methods can be done on their own to get you geared fast, and some of these will need to be combined with other methods to make gearing up faster. Getting to iLVL 700 can help you in a ton of ways, especially for people leveling alts to play in Legion. Getting to iLVL 700 will get you that boost to level into Legion with ease. So today I'm going to show you a few methods that easily bring your alt or even your main to iLVL 700 to 705 within a week of it reaching level 100. The first method is Ashran and random BGs. Now I know a lot of you don't like the idea of even stepping into Ashran, but you gotta accept the fact that it is one of the fastest ways to get geared up. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the methods aren't just gonna be fast to slow, but also hard to easy. So Ashran is not gonna be the most easiest step, but it will be the fastest step. So here's what you do. Get into Ashran and do the quests that pop up as soon as you enter. They are Ashen Dominance and Slay them all. Slay them all can be done once a day, and Ashen Dominance will give you direct conquest gear once a day. It will pop up again, but with only the 750 conquest reward. It can be repeated over and over again after. So if you did both the quests then managed to do Ashran Dominance 2 more times, which should take you no more than 4 hours, you should have 2 conquest gears. The first one from the daily chest and the second one from the 2450 conquest that you earn from repeating the quest 2 more times. Do this 2 hours a day for even 3 days a week, and you'll have enough gear to push you past iLVL 702. You can even continue doing this to cross the season conquest needed for weapons and buy conquest weapons too. Remember, you can also join pre-made groups like Avengers for Alliance and Hydra for Horde. You can just Google their names to find more info about them and how to join them, but this should work without pre-made groups too. You can also queue up for random battlegrounds to increase your chances for more honor and conquest. If it seems like your faction is losing too much, just go to the NPC near Ashran or War Spear's entrance and ask them to turn your BG queues to the opposite faction for 30 minutes. That's all for the first method. Now on to the second one. Our second method is going to be Baleful Gear from Apexes and Tanan Rares. We're moving on to a bit more time consuming method here. Like I said in the beginning, the list goes from fastest to slowest and also the hardest to the easiest. So this method is also quite easier than the previous one. Let's get started. Tanan Jungle is currently the main resource for Apexes, and not only that, with over 50 rares, Tanan Jungle is the easiest place to farm gear from rare mobs. All these rares are free for all tag and personal loot, so even if you spot someone fighting a rare at 10% health, you can just hop on in and get some loot. Now I'm not talking about any loot they drop, I'm talking about the Baleful Gear they drop. These gears have a base iLVL of 650 and can be warforged up to iLVL 690. You can also upgrade anything below 680 to 695 using Baleful upgrade tokens that can be bought for 20,000 Apexes. 20,000 Apexes might seem like a lot at first, but if you do all the dailies at Lion's Watch and all the other Apexes events in Tanan Jungle, you can easily get over 8,000 Apexes a day. This method can be done under a week with the combination of other methods to get to iLVL 700 within a week, but if you want a fully Baleful geared alt, it might take you about 2 weeks to achieve that. You can also fly around the Apexes event areas and loot the chests that spawn there. That's what I did with one of my alts while I was queued in Ashran. I managed to get 3 items and one of them was even warforged to iLVL 690. So I did not upgrade that one because the Baleful token only upgrades to 695 and spending 20,000 Apexes for 5 iLVLs was not needed. I bought 2 more Baleful upgrade tokens and upgraded the other 2 items and finished gearing that alt with the other gear I got from Ashran. Also remember, this can be easier with the more alts you have. I do my Apexes events on my main and 2 other alts. The Baleful upgrade token is bound to account, so I just buy a bunch of them at the end of the week and send them to the alts that need them. That's all for our second method. Now let's get on to a third method. On a third method, we're going to look at heroic or mythic dungeons. Dungeons are going to have to be done in combos with other methods, mainly because of the RNG involved in the loot. You can get around 660 iLVL with Ashran or Baleful Gear, complete your silver proving grounds and enter heroic dungeons. If you're a very social player in a social guild and have a bunch of friends playing WoW, you can ask them to carry you through mythic dungeons. A couple of runs through mythic dungeons should yield you a lot of 700 plus gear if you're lucky enough. You can also simultaneously start farming for the heirloom trinkets that drop from the bosses in the mythic dungeons. Those heirloom trinkets can be worn now itself. With the iLVL of 715 and the procs they provide, they're pretty good trinkets themselves. You can wear them all the way up to level 110. And remember, if the dungeon event is up for the week you're doing your mythic dungeons, pick that event up for a free L5 Citadel cash and also 500 Valor. Valor is very important because the gear you acquire from any of these steps has another 2-step upgrade that can be upgraded with Valor for 200 Valor per step. This will upgrade your items by 5 iLVLs, twice for a total of 10 iLVL upgrade. That's all for our third method. Now let's get on to our fourth and final method. The fourth method again is going to have to be combined with other methods to make itself worth, solely because of the limitations that are in game. The method is about crafted gear. If you're someone with a ton of gold, someone who's into professions, or even have friends that have professions, you can make crafted gear. Crafted gear is currently one of the highest level of gear you can equip without ever stepping foot into combat. Crafted gear can be upgraded 6 times from 640 to 715 and again to 725 with Valor, while crafted weapons can be upgraded from 630 to 705 and again to 715 with Valor. Now, as I said earlier, there is a limitation to this. You cannot wear more than 3 crafted gear at a time, and this is why this method needs another method to sustain it. This restriction is going to be removed in Legion, which is a relief. You can use this method when you're almost geared and you just want to get those 2 to 3 item levels done fast instead of waiting in queues or flying over Tanan jungle. These items also can give you that eye level boost to cross 700 even if you're entirely geared in baleful gear. And that concludes our 4th method, hence concluding the video. Now you guys have 4 different methods that you can use in various combinations to get geared as fast as you reach level 100. I hope these tips help you a lot. With these gears and the artifact weapon you get at level 102, you should be able to plow through levels in Legion. Thanks for watching guys, I'll catch you guys up right here next time, bye bye.